Hello and welcome to the TMZ podcast. I'm Charlie Cotton.
I'm Charlie Neff.
And happy belated Thanksgiving.
Happy belated Thanksgiving.
How was your weekend?
Good. I'm still feeling really full and sluggish from all the food, but still doing well, I guess.
Well, a couple of people who had a very good Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Taylor and Travis.
Yes, they did. Spent their first ever Thanksgiving together and seemed pretty romantic.
Yeah, people are hearing wedding bells.
Oh, ding, 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 ding. Is that what a wedding bells are?
I don't know, but that was funny to hear you say that. Britney Spears, it's a big day for her today.
It's her birthday. Happy birthday, Brit.
And she's officially single.
Ringing in the new birthday year. Single and ready to mingle.
Yep, she's divorced officially from Sam Asghari. And finally, we'll talk about Ellen DeGeneres because torrential rains have hit her town in England where she lives and flooded most of the area.
Does this make you think of what happened to her in Montecito not that long ago?
Is God trying to smite Ellen?
I feel like, when sometimes you go somewhere, they're like, oh, you brought the sunshine. She's bringing the torrential downpour.
All right, to begin with, let's talk about Britney because it is her day.
Her birthday.
43.
Wow, crazy.
43, so she's getting long in the tooth.
And
also,
young.
Also, she's officially single now because Sam Asghari filed for the divorce back in August of 2023.
Yep.
And now, that's like well over a year later, finally, they've squashed it. It must be a very sort of emotional day for Britney today. Just, when it's your birthday and you're getting older, and then the fact that, you're officially single and you're seeing these pictures online of your ex-husband, very in love with a new woman.
I think you're looking at it the wrong way.
Okay, how should I look?
I think it's emotionally in a good way.
All right.
I don't think it's negative because number one, remember her and her sons were estranged for so long, but kind of recently we had found out that she had rekindled things with one of her sons and they've been speaking. They saw each other in person. So I feel like she's going into a new age, with a good first foot, you know? Like she's rekindled things with her son. She's dropped Sam Asghari. She's single. She could be with anybody she wants.
Wow.
Charlie.
Well, I mean, firstly, she didn't drop him. He dropped her. And secondly, Britney Spears could be with any man she wants.
Yes, she could.
I don't think so.
Oh, please.
That's why she's with Paul Solis, like the landscaper.
Are they together still? I mean, we don't really know. They've been on and off. But I do think going into a new age is always good.
Fresh start.
Yeah, a fresh start.
Yeah, I mean, do you think Britney, is looking at these photos of Sam and Sam's new girlfriend, Brooke Irvine, who people are comparing in look to Britney? I don't know how much.
No, it's just like she's blonde, Britney's blonde.
Right.
It's like, oh, they're the same.
Do you think that that must affect her? Like if you break up with someone, and theirs wasn't a happy breakup either. Theirs was he was accusing her of cheating on him with Paul Solis. He was accusing her of beating him up, essentially, giving him a black eye while he sleeps even.
Well, I mean, if the things he said were true, sounds like she didn't like him. So if she didn't like him, I don't think she's missing him.
Right, maybe, but she's probably missing the companionship. You know what I mean? To this day, I don't know who she sort of hangs out with during the day.
Yeah, I don't think she has many close friends.
Right.
But some people like that. Some people, I mean, do you hang out with your friends every weekend?
I don't hang out with them any weekend.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's better that way, isn't
True,
it?
true. I mean, but I've got a family though. You know what I mean? She doesn't. No, her family, no. You know what I mean.
Oh, please.
Well, Sam on Thanksgiving was with Brooke, obviously, his new girlfriend. They were out in West Hollywood. They kind of wanted to be seen almost. They went to one of the, most photographed places in West Hollywood, just opposite Craig's at Gracia Mandre.
I saw them a week ago.
Oh.
You got them at the airport, right? In Vegas?
Yeah, they're flying out to see DJ Cascade.
Yeah. So the day before that, I was at the Century City Mall. I was going to an event. I needed a gold dress. I'm like, good God, I don't have a single gold dress in my closet.
Okay.
Went to the Century City Mall, which is always has celebrities at it. It's a place to be seen for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And I was walking and I saw Sam and the girlfriend together.
She has a name.
Yeah, what is it, Brooke?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
sorry. She's a real estate agent. I don't really know her
Right,
very
true,
well.
true.
But they were walking, smiling, not holding hands, but like in full-on conversation, which like I feel like when Johnny, my husband, and I go out, there's no talking. Like it's just, which actually I think shows a good relationship. If you can sit in silence, it's a good, comfortable relationship. But they were full on having a conversation. I'm like, what are they even talking about?
You're saying that they seemed very much in love.
Very much in love, very like, laughing.
Yeah. He's happy. He's happy.
He's definitely seemed happy. That's the point of my story.
And I love that people accuse him of like getting with Britney for fame and fortune. Here he is dating a real estate agent.
Totally, which I think immediately debunks.
Yeah, it's not like he was trying
theory.
to trade up. It's not like he was trying to climb the Pete Davidson ladder of who can I get next.
And I think if he did, after Britney, date someone sort of famous, I think maybe then Britney would be like, oh, interesting. But because he's with like kind of a regular girl.
I think it hurts more.
I think it makes sense. No, I think it makes sense.
I think it hurts more knowing that he's with her for real, like, feelings.
Why don't you think he was with Britney for real feelings? They were married for 14 months.
It never really made sense to me. It never really made sense.
It doesn't need to make sense to you.
All right.
Just to them.
Okay. All right. Very well. On to our next story, Taylor Swift.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
They hung out together.
Taylor and
Travis. So they've been together for a while, but I guess last Thanksgiving they didn't hang out with each other.
Mm-hmm.
And then recently Donna Kelce, Travis's mom, was like, oh, I don't think Taylor's going to see us for Thanksgiving. She's going to be too busy. Well, turns out not busy enough because she showed up. She hung out with the Kelces, and actually her parents were there as well.
She hosted the Kelces. Her parents hosted the Kelces in Nashville.
I mean, they have been hanging out a lot lately at like her concert and stuff, so they do know each other. But my God, it's serious. And there's been so much pressure from fans on Travis to propose to Taylor for the holiday season. Do you think it's going to happen? Do you think it has happened?
I think it will happen. I think it will happen by the end of the year. So this month, I guess. It'll either be a Christmas or New Year's type, spectacle. I think when your families are mingling for Thanksgiving, that's very serious.
Yeah, I agree.
I also think, of course, the fans are putting the pressure on these guys, but I think the family might, a bit of sort of silent pressure. Like, how famous have all of the Kelces got? The parents, the brother, the kids.
So true. True.
Like Kylie Kelce has her own like podcast and her own line of this and that now. And also, I've never sort of seen so much of Taylor's family too. I know the brother now. I know the parents. So I would have thought that this relationship is so good for everyone they love that it's so hard to get out of. At this point, it's so hard to get out of if you wanted to. Not saying they do, they probably don't. But it's just there's so much pressure from outside, from inside. They've got to get, I think should be this month.
Like, what if they broke up?
It'd be devastating for everyone.
That would be so devastating.
Yeah. For everyone in the family and all the fans. But
I would low-key love the drama.
I mean, it'd be great for the podcast numbers.
It would. Yeah.
But Travis congratulated Josh Allen, the quarterback for the Bills.
Yeah, because he got engaged to Haley Steinfeld.
Steinfeld, yeah, they got engaged. And Travis, congratulated them with, how many exclamation marks did he use again? What emojis did he use again?
Yeah.
He just said congrats, but everyone's like, wow. And now they're saying...
So do you think, he's being inspired a little bit?
Yeah, I don't think he needs much inspiration. Surely it's on the cards now. They're that age, when you're that age...
That age meaning in your 30s.
30s where if you want to have kids, you better get to it soon.
Yeah, TikTok.
So I think
do you guys I'm so curious because I've been proposed to a couple times.
Oh,
but
okay.
Do you guys really put a lot of thought into it? Do you think Travis is if he were to propose, it'd be I got to book a helicopter. I got to book a photographer. Do you think there's a lot of preparation and planning? Or do you think it's going to be one of those things where it's you wake up, you got the ring and you're propose right there in bed?
I think, good question, because I think...
How did you propose to Aaron?
I proposed in front of a koala in Australia. And so I put
Don't koalas have herpes?
Yeah.
Or syphilis? Which one is it?
Chlamydia, I believe.
Oh, chlamydia. Oh, God. Okay.
Chlamydia. They all have... Every single koala has chlamydia. Anyway.
Did you guys get close?
No, I already took it to Australia, the chlamydia. But
okay. I'm dead.
I think
TMZ podcast after dark.
I think maybe because they're the most famous people in the world, maybe they'll be inclined to do it like low-key.
Publicly. Oh,
Low-key.
I thought you were going to mean like he was going to come out on stage at her.
No.
Isn't her last show coming up?
Oh, how gross would that be
my
if
God,
he did the last show?
And remember, he's been on stage with her already where he's come out and like carried her to the couch and stuff. Like, what if he like carries her to the couch and gets down on one knee
He better
in front of
not.
an audience?
That'd be so gross to do it at a show.
Why?
Or on the field after they win the game.
It would give us what we're looking for, though.
I know, but
he's a showman.
But we want to know that they're really in love. And if they're doing it for us, it's like, do it for yourselves if it's true. You know what I mean?
But isn't a proposal usually like a publicity stunt in some way? Even if you're a regular person, it's like, oh, posting the photos on Instagram. Like,
that's you. That's it. You just live in a publicity sort of mindset.
But Josh,
Josh Allen?
Yeah, it was like a big old thing.
Yeah, but he didn't. It was kind of private in Malibu.
Do you question if they're actually in love?
Josh Allen and Haley Steinfeld? No.
Yeah, I mean, but it was a big old thing in Malibu.
Yeah.
On Instagram, big reveal.
I think he's going to have to get advice about what ring to give the most famous person in the world.
Yeah, oh yeah, that would be
big advice.
Do you do like a ring pop and just say like, hey, our love is bigger?
Just put a quarter in the machine and twist the thing and hey,
yeah.
You want to get married? Okay, let's move on to our last story. Ellen DeGeneres. The plagues are trying to find Ellen DeGeneres.
Yes.
Now the flood
has found her.
The flood has found her over in England, over in a place called the Cotswolds, which is pretty close to London. Massive flooding around the area. She says that her house specifically wasn't flooded.
Yeah.
But everywhere around there, I think I had a little mini sort of...
Are you okay? Should I check your pulse right now?
Yeah. The roads are closed and everywhere's flooded. It's the worst in years in the area, which is funny because they've just moved in there and now everywhere around there is flooded.
And she just had that big flood in Montecito when she was living there. And that was like horrible, the damage that those floods did. And she was like always documenting those floods in Montecito. And then here she like packs up, moves to the UK, thinks she's like escaping the like politics here, whatever she thinks she's escaping. Well, guess what? Not the rains. And I mean, it's very rainy in the UK. It's kind of known for that.
It is. Two thoughts about Ellen DeGeneres. That's been on my mind.
Oh, do tell.
Number one.
Wait, did you spend your Thanksgiving thinking about Ellen DeGeneres?
I think about her more than you would know.
Okay.
I think about people I don't like so much more than people I do like.
Oh, so you don't like her. Okay,
I think about JoJo Siwa like all the time.
JoJo Siwa!
But anyway, Ellen, if you're so passionate about politics that you're willing to leave the country if the guy you want or the woman you want doesn't get in, shouldn't you stay and fight for what you believe in?
Yeah, like, I mean, that's what most people say you should do.
Aren't you deserting the rest of the people who aren't in such a privileged position that they could leave? Like,
don't you think it's a little bit of a cop-out?
Yes.
Her being like, I mean, the real reason is she doesn't have a career in Hollywood anymore.
Right.
So it's like, okay, second or third phase of life, right?
I agree. My other thought was, isn't there like an irony in that if you're fleeing like, you know, America and too much scrutiny on you and people don't liking you, didn't she just generate a massive story about her over in England? And I've never been more interested in Ellen like in the past few years than I am right now. So there'll be more paparazzi, assumedly, or more attention on her, even if it's a sleepy town. I just think it backfires a bit.
Cotswold, I feel like there's so many celebrities there. We don't get photos of them. It's like like you said, a sleepy town.
I just haven't heard so many Ellen stories since like we all hated her. You know what I mean? Like there's been so many Ellen stories since she's moved. And it's almost like she's generating more news on herself.
Yeah, but I don't think it'll be anything close to like LA.
Maybe not. Maybe not. Should we get to some of the comments?
Oh, yes. We forgot to remind people to leave comments.
Okay,
if you haven't left a comment, quickly do it now. But
type fast.
We do have a lot. Okay.
All right, you read them out, Charlie.
Sure. Okay, for the Britney story, Big Lon said, who is Britney Spears? Oh, God. Are you like 20 and don't know who Britney Spears is?
I think it was
feel so old.
I think it was just a
diss?
Great joke. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a diss.
Sorry,
who
Big
the
Long.
hell is Britney Spears?
Not a great joke, Big Long.
But thanks for commenting. Keep commenting.
Yeah. Deb F said, let's hope she has enough sense to get mental help first. Don't go finding a boyfriend until she gets help. I definitely think there's something there. I think you got to work on yourself, especially after like any breakup. Even if you don't have mental health issues, I think you need to like wipe the slate clean.
Love yourself before you can love anyone else.
Yeah, sounds so silly, but true. For the Taylor Swift story, Heather D said, I don't want Travis and Taylor to get engaged too early. take time to get to know each other and make sure it's right before you rush things.
Yeah, but you want to have a baby soon. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Time crunch.
Yeah, but do you think they truly know each other? Their whole like relationship has been a vacation.
Yeah,
Which is like, you know, a sugar-coated version of your relationship.
I think unless you've been through some tough times, and I mean like, you know.
Like the first fight.
Yeah, and lots of fights. Like
or like annoyances.
And living together, spending so much time together and just getting really annoyed at each other. I don't think they've spent like a decent...
Do you think they ever would?
I think, you know, it's, if I was them, I'd get married and figure it out and hope for the best. You can always get divorced.
All right.
Wow.
Well,
I mean, no, I never would. It's not that easy.
Charlie. David Salvador said, Taylor and Travis is a great love story. Oh my gosh, did you see the new Christmas?
I thought you were going to say that.
Yes, there's like a new Christmas movie, like holiday movie about like the Chiefs and kind of a pop star falling in love with a football player.
I mean,
I will admit, I haven't seen it yet. I watched the Lindsay Lohan holiday movie. At 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Highly recommend.
But it's
like great.
Easy.
Oscar worthy.
Come on, chill.
Yes, so good.
Christmas movies are good because they're so bad. Like, because they're so basic.
I will say, like, Hot Frosty came out.
Hot Frosty?
Not that great. Merry Gentleman came out with, anyways, that one also not so great. But Lindsay Lohan, Oscar worthy.
Okay, Oscar. Has there ever been an Oscar for a Christmas movie?
There should be. At least The Holiday. That's my favorite movie.
I love The Holiday.
I love The Holiday.
All right, Charlie.
All right, Charlie.
Thank you, Charlie.
Thank you. You guys, welcome back from the break. Ready to get back into it.
Love being back at work behind the desk.
All the holiday sweaters are coming out. Since
love it.
December now.
Love it.
I can't wait to see you in your holiday gear.
I can't wait either. All right, thanks, guys. We'll see you here tomorrow.
Bye.